inevitably there's risk in any kind of change. But for me, the power of the sort of technology that we're bringing and that companies like us are bringing is that it enables people to create opportunities for themselves. And a great deal of the use of mobile technology in Africa, in Asia, is really being driven by people, by entrepreneurs, by individual citizens and so forth, just picking up the technology and doing things with it. So I think this is just part of society in transformation. I don't think that the risks should be overstated. I certainly don't think that you should treat risk as something, as a reason to deny people opportunity. Clearly in any society you need rules and you need respect for the rules, and maybe with some of these changes we need to work out what some of the rules are. But that's a normal process.
Is there one risk that, although possibly worth it, is kind of on your mind that it does require some particular attention that you do, as a company, take into consideration?
I think you're always on the lookout for negative impacts of the technology, whether it's in the way that people work or the way that people behave to each other. But there's a limited amount that, as a company operating in a regulated environment, we can actually do to address that. Clearly, we can highlight those risks, we can highlight them to governments, to regulators, to society. I think the safeguarding of children online, for example, is a particularly important area that we all need to pay some attention to. But I would not like to live in a world in which companies were deciding for themselves what was and wasn't acceptable. I think that has to be a question that society addresses.